What's good, YouTube? It's the Raw Youngin in this motherfucker, aka Ian in this bitch. Fuck you talking about. Basically, this video is just gonna be me giving y'all more in depth of who I am, you know what I'm saying, as a person. Just because, like, I did get told by my fellow peer, my fellow hustler, you know what I'm saying, that basically just like, bruh, your content is fire, you know what I'm saying, but like, bruh, you realize you gotta let these people know who you are as a person and to get closer with you as a person so they can be more comfortable with you and your content as well. So this is practically just gonna be that video. It's just me kind of giving you more so of like a backstory kind of deal and kind of just who I am, bro, as a person. As you may or not know, my name is Ian, known as the Raw Youngin on IG, YouTube, TikTok, things of that nature. I'm currently 20. I just moved back from Houston up to Maryland, so because of, you know, financial problems, not even financial problems, just wrong calculations, you know what I'm saying, as far as like leading up to the move. Even like, bro, like shit, I could have planned that shit out to where instead I was 105% ready, I could have planned that shit out to where I was 305% ready, you know what I'm saying. So that shit is just, it was just like, it was a lesson, bro, and I'm really content with all of my decisions up to this point, bro. Like I don't really care about nothing else as far as what people think, or if people are bitter because of those decisions that I've made to this point, and even coming back to Maryland. Like, bro, like I don't care. I literally don't care. But that's currently where I'm at right now, you know what I'm saying. I'm back out PG County, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just start off like from when I came up to Maryland. So I came up to Maryland probably when I was like, I came to Maryland like my freshman year, you know what I'm saying. And I came from Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, like Jackson, Byram area, you know what I'm saying. And the reason why me and my mother, before she passed, you know what I'm saying, moved at the time, basically, she was just like, bro, I don't see you seeing 18 down here. Like, and it was just because, like, of decisions I was making and shit like that at the time. Like, I just wasn't making the right moves, I wasn't at the right mental. I wasn't gonna be who I am today if I was down there still. And she saw that before I did, and I was mad at her at the time because I'm like, damn, like, you moving me away from my family, friends, but there ain't shit down there in Mississippi. Everybody, I mean, like, you could get by down there, you could live down there, fool, but there ain't nothing as far as like elevation in that state at all. And probably people can vouch for me on that type time. And like anybody that live in Jackson, Byram, any type of, you know what I'm saying, any type of Mississippi area, for real, bro, that shit ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying. I moved up here, I went to Douglas, Frederick Douglass, because I was in the Upper Marlboro area at the time. And then I met my boy Major. This is before I met any type of HBC, you know what I'm saying. HBC was made 2021. And so I met my boy Major, bro, you know what I'm saying. He's currently D1 athlete, Norfolk University, you know what I'm saying, doing his big one. Just proud of that boy. I done been friends with that nigga over 5 years now. So it's like, bro, we met each other when we just been tight ever since. But he's definitely helped me. He's definitely helped mold me as a person and to get to this point as well. Because, bro, like, it was even times like I was doubting myself, even like with my mom. I'll get into my mom like later on in this video, but Major, bro, he was always on my ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? As far as any ideas I had, because I always had the vision as far as getting and being successful. It wasn't even getting money at that time, like, bro, it was real life just being successful, like whatever I did, and just doing all type methods and shit. And I basically kind of paved my way. That was around COVID and shit, so I really only had one year of high school at that point. And you know what I'm saying, we was always locked in. It's some niggas I locked in with, you know what I'm saying, during that time. I'll mention y'all at the end of this video, you know what I'm saying, that's always been there for me, get on my ass and shit like that. Me and my mom and my brother moved to Greenbelt, and then I started transferring to Rose, and then we can get into junior year because COVID 10th grade year don't really count because I was still at Douglas. Junior year, shit, that's when I met Med, you know what I'm saying? As far as Med, bro, I met that boy off of like random. Like we met each other in 3rd period, I think biochemistry or some shit like that. And nah, it wasn't even biochemistry, it was just chemistry or some bullshit. But met each other, bro. My mother wasn't at the crib at the time. I think she was doing like transplant stuff with her like lungs and stuff at the time. Yeah, PA. But I met him, I was like, hey bro, like, bro, I got the free, like, mind you, I don't know this nigga, bro, like, I don't know this nigga. So I met him, and then I was like, bro, we got the free, I got the free, you know what I'm saying? We can do some homework there, chill, vibe out, eat some good eats, listen to music, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, I don't know nobody at Rose, so I'm really just clicking, and also, not even clicking, but just also just trying to be cool with certain folks. It was already off rip, like there. We started, nigga, at first it was supposed to be him just being there for an hour or two, nigga. It was like 5-6 hours, nigga. And then he had to go to the crib, and then we just locked there since. Then he introduced me to Dark Skin League. You know what I'm saying? I met that boy Dark Skin League at a volleyball game. And he was always a funny ass nigga. Like that's why I was like, damn, the coolest shit. Boom, boom. Respect him. I respect every group of HBC, every member of HBC rap, you know what I'm saying? So, and also, that's when I met Light Skin League. I met him at a football game, either that or, this kind of gets shaky because it was one of these school events, but I want to say it was a football game. And, shit, met him, bro, nigga, I didn't know what to think of that nigga at first. At first, I was like, bro, nigga, you trapping on? But now I'm just on some shit like, okay, cool. He a cool ass dude, bro. Like, he's always been chill, laid back, out the way, doing his own thing. And then HBC was formed 2021 once we came out with the brand Hustlers by Choice. And that's what HBC means, Hustler by Choice, you know what I'm saying? And basically, that just means like, bro, like you making that choice to go out and get it. And nobody's helping you make that decision but you know what I'm saying? And we do that with everything. We try to portray that in everything we do, as far as both Leak and Med DJing, me and Leak, Dark Skin Leak fashion niggas, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm on the YouTube, I'm on a little bit of everything just cause I'm trying to be all of the above with this shit. But HBC was formed, and that's kind of like a backstory for as far as HBC coming together as a group. So I'm gonna get back to myself. I was born in DC, moved to Texas, Dallas, Texas, I believe, when I was 10 months. Then to Georgia after my father passed from a car accident. And then Georgia, we was bipping off in Atlanta, Kennesaw, we was bipping off in Cartersville, Woodstock, and then we was just parlaying at that point. And then we moved to California because we was trying to get some help from my uncle at the time, and we was in the Bay Area, like around Hayward and shit. And basically she got diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension, and that's basically where your lungs are not functioning enough to get enough oxygen to the heart, therefore letting everything else shut down, basically. So she got diagnosed a little late because this was already developing. Mind y'all, hold on, I'll spark up some good. And she got diagnosed with that when I was in 5th grade, because I was only in 5th grade at this point. And it was me and my mom, you know what I'm saying? Obviously we had like my cousin Mika that was helping us out, you know what I'm saying? But it was just me and my mom, and I was taking care of her shit since a jet, you know what I'm saying? And then we moved back to Georgia around like Cobb County area and shit like that. Then that was like during the summer. Then when it was time for school, we went back to Cartersville, still taking care of her on the oxygen machine and shit like that. She was on 24-hour oxygen. Shit, that was a woman right there, bro. That's somebody I really look up to. My bad, y'all, but that's Dukes. And she was put on a heart pump as well at this point, because she did get that removed during one of her surgeries. But she was on a regulated heart pump that she had to change out every time with medicine, this and the third. I was helping her with the medicine in the fridge, organizing her cabinets. I was doing a lot, you know what I'm saying? And this is 5th grade, all that, like, you know what I'm saying? Then we moved back to Mississippi, to where her peoples is at. At this point, like, bro, when the fuck we in Mississippi? I was mad as shit at first. But we moved in with our cousins, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, family tends to get shaky, you know what I'm saying? I'm not bitter about it anymore, but it's, you know what I'm saying, family drama. And wrong things were like certain things weren't communicated correctly from the jump. I can say it like that. But we have family disagreements and shit like that. And mind you, my mom is sick at this point. I'm in 7th grade when we moved to Mississippi, and I was in a Byram area and shit like that. I ain't know nobody for real. Moved to a different apartment, but this is at the time I meet my boy Zarek, one of my first best friends, as well as AJ and Jacob. Those niggas keep me sane, like, as far as they don't even have to physically be here, you know what I'm saying? As long as I know they're like on this earth, bro, like, we're straight, you know what I'm saying? Because they, again, those are people that molded me as a person because of certain things they have said, certain pieces of advice, and being in my life to this day, you know what I'm saying? Whether or not nigga, we in different states. Motherfuckers is stationed in Texas and New York, and fucking Zarek in Mississippi. I'm in fucking Maryland currently, and we all doing our own thing, you know what I'm saying? But enough of that. When we get to our own apartment, you know what I'm saying, shit gets shaky there. I'm making the wrong decisions, trying to help my mom out per se, but it ended up causing her stress. And at this point in her life, stress could literally kill her, you know what I'm saying? And I still help, like, to this day I'd be like, bro, you fucked up. But it's like, I can't really fault myself because I didn't know any better. And now that I know better, I can really look at that and be like, bro, you can't do that whenever it comes to some shit like that, especially if somebody's sick in your family, whether or not it is your mom or not, you know what I'm saying? So just doing all the bullshit, just thugging, allegedly. And then we moved up to Maryland. Probably my freshman year, because I stayed down there 7th and 8th grade. Moved up to Maryland my freshman year, and then that's how I met Major, like I said in the beginning, and then how I met HBC. But around junior, senior year kind of area, my mom was going through her transplant shit, and then because she was trying to get her lungs changed, basically, and she had that surgery. She got put on a good pair with a good doctor, my man, Dr. Patel. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna look for his number after this video, actually, because like I want to call him, because he was such a good person to my mom, like to the point where he made sure that she was even good in her final moments on some shit. Like, bro, I can really respect him as a person, and he communicated it so well to me when it was like her time, basically. So shout out to you, Dr. Patel, you know what I'm saying, as a person, you W, like when I make it, bro, like when I make it, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting your contact. I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you making how much money as a doctor as you is right now. You getting blessed. Your whole family. But hey, this is at that point, you know what I'm saying? She got the transplant, she doing good. She no longer gotta be on 24-hour oxygen. She don't got no heart pump. Nigga, she got a stomach bag because the surgery went fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But basically, she went into rejection. And basically she just started shutting down. Had to rely on oxygen again. Just feeling fucking sick. I do have to point out, her main goal was to see me graduate high school, because although her along with her siblings did, it's just she's seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? As a woman. She's definitely seen a lot. She's done a lot. She's just shit. Great fucking person, admirable person. I can't say nonetheless about my mom. No matter what disagreement me and her had, she's always someone I can look up to and really be like, damn, bro, like you really did that for me. But we moved to Glen Burnie, Maryland, mid-senior year, and basically, bro, this is at that point where I can't say this era right here, she was really going downhill. You know what I'm saying? So she was really relying on me a lot of shit. I was working with like 2-3 jobs at the time. Like, shit, I was out the way, bro. Like, you can literally ask anyone at that point, 2022 and 2023. Like, beginning of 2022, I was wilding, but like middle 2022. And then like 2023, the whole year I was kind of just like, after like graduation I was gone, because I was working in like so many jobs to take care of her and also the crib, like just because she couldn't work. Like, she was relying on disability at that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, I gotta get to it. I had a brand. You know what I'm saying? I was getting money, bro. I had to really put food on that table at the end of the day. So needless to say, honestly, she just started going downhill as far as her health, but she really was determined to see me graduate, and what she did. You know what I'm saying? And I hold myself like, damn, like, I did that. And although she wanted me to go to college, I'm not in college currently. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, with all the bullshit I've been doing and all the shit I'm pulling off. Which I will touch back to probably later down the road, automated technology, because in the cars. So why not learn about them? And then, so she just, after she seen me graduate, I will say she just started going and going and going. Like, and then October, I was like, she getting more appointments. And I get hit with, oh yeah, like, she about to be gone. So I'm like, she got like a month and a half. Mind you, like, I'm 18 at this time. Like, I'm like, bro, what? Nigga, you telling me my mom gone? Like you telling me my mom is supposed to leave this earth before I can even tell her or show her any type of, like, anything? Like, I took it as that, because I'm like, fuck, like, I'm doing all this shit so I can prove it to her. Like, bro, I'm finna do this shit. I'm finna do all this shit. I'm telling you, bro, I don't need no college. I don't need none of that shit, bro. I'm finna get this money. Like, bro, I'm finna get this money, bro, for make sure you good long term, nigga. Like, you finna be touching 90. That's what I was on, bro. Like, I was trying to get her the best care, trying to get myself the best care, best everything all around for her. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so depressed when I heard that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even when she was gone for the first couple of months, I was so down. I hid that shit so well for like, after 2 months. You know what I'm saying? After 2 months, I hid that shit. I was like, oh yeah, bro, just gotta grind. Basically, you know what I'm saying? She passed November 25th, 2023. It's about to hit that 2-year mark real soon. And me and my boys with HBC already had our meeting. You know what I'm saying? We about to be on the come up as far as this fourth quarter and even the whole 2026, bro. So my deuce is seeing it, point blank. But at this point, she passed, and I had to figure out where the fuck I was gonna stay. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I had to figure out where I was gonna be at. A lot of folks weren't reaching out no more after everything. I kind of cut everybody off at that point because you was preaching something that you weren't standing on. And also, nigga, like, bro, it was overwhelming. Like, it was so overwhelming to get phone calls and text messages every fucking second of the day concerning about my mom, and that's a constant reminder for me. So I kind of just cut everybody off, which isn't the greatest method that I could think of, or anybody else could think of. But it's like, what else could I have done at that point? But I ended up living with my boy Rico. My boy Rico, Suave Rick, man, you know what I'm saying? That boy, I've been locked in with that nigga since junior year. Shit, love that boy to death, bro. Like, we on a come up together. He's not HBC fool, but he's HBC. You know what I'm saying? Like, along with these other folks, like I'm mentioning, because they stand on that motto, although they not with that group. Still HBC at the end of the day. HBC affiliated. So, yeah, bro. Like, I'm on some, like, now, this is at that point, like, I was just grinding, working on my brand, working on my content, like, 2024, like, I was just doing shit. Then I touched 2024 of August. That was, August 12th is my mom's birthday, so after that day, I was like, I don't want to be in Maryland. So, shit, I ain't gonna lie, like, it took me to really finalize that till end of September. So I will say I really only had like 2 months of prep time to move to Houston, and I had shit on the back end off rip in case I wanted to do it since August, and just things that was already supported. And so yeah, bro, I peep shit about Maryland. Like, I'm gonna shout out Maryland and diss them at the same time, because in the DMV area as a whole, like, the DMV, bro, that shit is so supportive and then gets so unsupportive when you reach a certain peak, because they want you to get up to a certain level, but then they don't want you to top that level that they want you at, because they'll make them feel insecure that they didn't do the same thing. Either that, or they just want you at that level so you don't leave. And me, as a person that wants to keep striving and going up as a person and elevating, I do not like that. I'm not gonna stay somewhere where I'm not, like, I don't fuck support. If anything, the biggest support gonna be from people that don't even like you. So it's not even that. It's off the fact, like, bro, like, I don't want to be at that mindset. At that time, I wasn't like really aware or developed per se, because I'm far from perfect. Don't get me wrong, but I learned and touched some game for sure. And basically, like, bro, like, that shit, it just, camera cut off. But like I was saying, that shit just don't sit right with me as a person. You dig what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, like, I can't even be on that and be around that. And people that I was, you know what I'm saying, I was friends with at the time, certain people, it just wasn't clicking to them, you know. I can even say members of HBC wasn't seeing what I was seeing at the time, because, like, it was already caught up in some shit. Cool. And we gonna finish this shit off my phone, because my fucking GoPro's clocking right now. But it just took me to leave for them to realize on some shit. So I will say, even moving to Texas was one of the best decisions I can make for myself, although I didn't stay there. I learned a lot, been through a lot down there, and I grinded so much down there. And at the end of the day, I still did some shit that most people can't even say they can do. And I would, like, this is not even me really trying to, oh yeah, I'm this and that and the third. Like, nah. Like, this is me just, like, letting y'all know, like, bro, who I am. And, like, bro, and what I did and what I do and what I'm doing. Like, because at the end of the day, y'all gonna see more of me because I'm gonna be way more consistent. Like I said in the last video, or the video I'm about to upload this Friday, which is gonna be, what day is it? I don't know. Yeah, like, so, enough of straying off. Basically, this is me now. I'm currently apartments hunting right now. Job hunting as well, you know what I'm saying? But still getting to it. Still putting out this content. Still doing my big one at the end of the day, because that's what I was put on this earth for, and I'm content with everything that come at me. Simple as that. And I'm trusting the man above, as well as my mother's support on my, like, on her hand on my right shoulder. So I will say that probably will be the end of this video. I will be recording another one, just kind of giving more so in depth on Project Opuloria is the brand I'm working on currently. So stay tuned for that, because it started off as HBC, but it's Project Opuloria, but everything is HBC affiliated and marketed. Point blank. But this is the Raw Youngin, aka Ian in this motherfucker. Get that money, bruh. Continue to strive. Pray. Bruh. And remember, it's not just you. It's never just you. So please be aware of that. And stay true. As always, HBC. Hustle by choice. Oh, before I forget, and in the vlog, not the vlog, but the video, the honorable names and mentions that mold me as a person, because I am on the go currently. So, we got Major, we got Micah, we got Med, we got Malik, we got both leaks. We gonna give y'all 10. You know what I'm saying? That's like not family. Delasia, we can say Jasmine too. Jasmine for sure. And then Emmer, Zarek, AJ Jacob. More than 10, but go ahead and give it. There's plenty more. It's just an honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? Just dedicated to that video. You dig?